This is a review of the Hisense R6 Series 50-inch UHD 4K TV. What you get with a budget TV, you get the basics. So you have your two legs, you have some screws for those legs, you have safety information and warranty booklet, you have a quick setup guide, and you have AC power cable, a very standard remote, and a set of batteries that I would strongly recommend you don't use. I never use the batteries that come with these TVs. Just buy a set of fresh alkalines from a store or get rechargeable batteries. But that's it. So I normally don't do quick setup guide reviews, but when I looked at this guide, I was actually surprised at how intuitive it was. It's pretty nicely done actually. It tells you about your key features, right? So you can stream, you can search content, very simple, customizable user interface. It talks about the mobile app that you can use on your mobile phone. It comes with automatic software updates. There is, of course, wireless connectivity. It gives you a nice inventory of what your package contents look like. There's also QR codes where you can get support and you can register your TV. And the English, the language is nicely done. There's no grammatical errors. And then you come here and you have your nice diagrams to show you how to attach the TV to a stand, or how to attach a wall mount bracket, and you have the nice diagrams. It's very nicely done, to be honest. I was kind of surprised. Pretty good quality. And it even tells you, how to connect devices to your TV. It talks about the ports and talks about your remote, how to use the remote, how to put the batteries in the remote. And then when you turn on the TV, how to get started, how to do the setup, right? It's simple, and it's step by step, right? Numbered step by step. And then you have your product specs, you have your quick problem solving tips, and then here we have the certification and compliance information that we never really read. Now you must admit, this is a very cute and very simple remote. Nothing really special about it. Gets the job done. And here at the side, if you just look at it in a bit more detail, you have your volume key up and down, and here we have a mute button, and on the side, the right hand side of the remote, right? And then on this side, there's nothing really. On the back here, you open this and you put in your two AAA batteries. Now, I would recommend that you just use, like Duracells or Energizers or something like that. Good brand batteries, alkaline batteries, or if you have a set of rechargeable ones, you can use those as well. But to install the batteries, if I can get these out, with this plastic wrapping, here you go. You just put them in like that. Now, this is interesting. Normally you have plus and negative, negative plus, but they're both, the negatives are at the bottom, the pluses are at the top. So both batteries going in the same orientation, which is interesting. But it's nicely labeled, so you cannot really make a mistake. Just clips back in place. And as you can see, I have a normal man-sized hand, and that's how big it really is, right? It's about, 5 inches long. It's not a large remote. And just looking at the keys, pretty intuitive. Power button, back key, home button, your navigational keys, OK button in the middle. These are all rubber, by the way, rubber keys, right? And then here's your multimedia keys, and you have your Netflix button, Disney Plus, Apple TV, and Crave for accessing your streaming services. So this button right here, that's your channel recall or jump back and instant replay button, right? This one here, which looks like a half crescent moon, that there is your sleep button. That's where you set your sleep timer. And then this one here, which is the asterisk, so that's the view more options button. So that gives you easy access to picture settings, display options, and other stuff. Just gonna line this up with here. Like that. Screw it in. It's one. that's it. The leg's installed. And over here we have the left one. Again, you have the 2 holes. I'm just going to line these up. And the L is on the outside. Push it in. And we're going to install our 2 screws. So we'll just hold that one there. Now, surprisingly, for a budget 4K TV, it comes with quite a few ports. The back here we have a 3.5mm jack for headphones. You have your AV in, so left, right, left, and video. So you have your old-fashioned AV in port, so you can use, your if you still have a VCR or some of the older DVD players and stuff, still use these ports. You have them on this TV, which is pretty decent. And then we have our standard. So along here. At the top here you have a reset button. You can actually press that to reset the firmware on your TV. Just reset the TV, just in case there's some issues. And going from the top all the way down, we have a USB port. We have three HDMI ports, which is a cute surprise. HDMI 1, which also doubles as an EARC port, or ARC port. And then here we have our 2 standard HDMI output ports. Here you have our antenna cable port, and here is our digital audio out for your surround sound system, your third-party surround sound system, and we even still have a built-in hardwired LAN port, right, with the RJ45 connection. But good news, this TV also does have built-in Wi-Fi, so wireless radio, so you can connect wirelessly to your home Wi-Fi to get to the internet, which is great. And yeah, that's pretty cool, because I know normally with cheaper TVs you would see just like 2 HDMI ports if you're lucky, but this comes with 3, so that's great as well. And right here on your left side is where you would plug in your AC power cable. Goes in there like that. Now, it's not a bad TV when it comes to the side profile. It's not too fat. I would say maybe the fattest part of the TV is maybe 2 to 3 inches. That's the the back here where you see all the cable ports and stuff. But all in all, it's not a bad TV. It's pretty light too as well. When I lifted it up, it doesn't weigh too much at all, which is pretty cool. But I just wanted to give you an idea of the side profile, just in case you were wondering or thinking of wall mounting it. It's pretty thin. Now this TV is remarkably light. It just weighs a mere 22 pounds, right, with the stand, and just under 22 pounds without the stand, because the stand is pretty light. So I think it's like 21.5 pounds without the stands, but with the stand it's 22 pounds, right? Very, very light. And the actual viewing size is 49.5 inches, just in case you're wondering. And just looking at it, it's a very nicely designed TV, again, for a budget TV. I mean, the bezels are ultra slim. You have the Hisense logo in the middle here, Roku TV on the side, very clean, minimalist look. So, not bad for a budget TV. So I just turned it on, and I guess the firmware is booting up. Looks nice so far. So here we have our, let's get started. English. And so it's already set to Canada by default, that's good. Home use. I'm going to set up my wireless now. Let's do it. So here's where you can activate, get your Roku activation link and start streaming. So you can enter your email address and you can start doing that. can see, I hooked up my PlayStation 4, and the PlayStation 4 logo comes up in place of the HDMI 1 icon to show you that it's connected to that port, right? So it's a very, very nice interface. It shows you what's actively connected to your ports. It, correctly identifies them, and there's even a little icon as well. In this case, you have a little game controller. So that's a really nice interface. I'm pretty impressed, actually. So what I'll do now is just go to that port, and then just press get the key there, and it gets me right into the PlayStation interface. And right now we have this game mode that is turned on. So I guess it's optimized for gameplay, although it's only a 60 Hz TV. So that's we will see how well it performs. So I'm just going to say update later on my PS controller because I just want to show you a quick game. And let's get to some gaming. So I hope you enjoyed that last video. Now, if you liked this video and you liked it, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And if you subscribe to my channel, I'm appreciative of that as well. So thank you very much. So listen, there's going to be a lot more content coming out this year and beyond. I plan to be doing quite a few different types of reviews. And I'm also starting to do giveaways now, finally. So that being said, happy gaming and stay safe. Bye-bye.